So, Trent Alexander-Arnold has been revealed as a Real Madrid player today. To be honest with you, looking at it, the first thing that comes to mind is damn. The second thing is listening to the press conference and hearing Trent talk fluent Spanish. I was kind of dumbfounded and I smiled to myself. I was like, bruh, you've been planning this for a while. Looking on Twitter and Instagram, there were like multiple comments and various reactions and various posts saying like he planned it for the past probably couple years well. So, to see that now, it kind of put that in my head as like, did he really do that? Really set out, say, I'm planning to leave? And the first thing that comes out to mind, and the first thing that came to my mind when I heard it, and the first thing that he said was, I would only leave Liverpool for Real Madrid. I would only leave Liverpool for Real Madrid is absolutely, it's crazy. And I'm dumbfounded because it almost feels betrayalish. But to be honest with you, I've kind of moved on from it. I haven't really given it much thought because I don't see it as as a necessary thing to put on my head. And I don't think Liverpool has put it on their head. I know Liverpool fans are hella upset. Persons have even called out Jurgen Klopp for what he's done. And in terms of his defense of Trent Alexander-Arnold, there's also a clash on Twitter in terms of how persons perceive Jurgen. Is Jurgen like for Liverpool? Pep Linda's going to Manchester City, a part of the coaching team. No, the defense of Trent Alexander-Arnold for how Liverpool, booed him and all of that at Anfield. We know all about that. But this it doesn't hit a nerve, but it irks because as to what he said in the press conference, saying that for years he's been wanting to come to Real Madrid. For years he's been there in terms of 3 Champions League. For years he wanted to wear the white jersey. And I'm saying to myself, why not just leave like the 2 years ago? Why not just leave when Klopp was leaving? Why not just, as Jamaican would say, take away yourself? But you waited to run down your contract. You waited in the final year. You waited the year after Klopp left. You could have left last year summer. Mind you, if you left last year summer, Real Madrid would have to pay at least 80 million. But you waited all this time and then come out and put the video like, I'm leaving Liverpool at the end of this season. Kind of feels a little bit of a betrayal. I kid you not. And I understand the frustrations of Liverpool fans. I am a Liverpool fan. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself. To me, it's neither here nor there. Reason being, because of what Liverpool are doing right now. What Liverpool is doing in terms of transfer. The fact that Liverpool won the league in the first season of Arne Slot also needs to be, a huge congratulations. The fact that with all the negotiations and contract with Virgil van Dijk, with Salah, and of course with Trent Alexander-Arnold, that's also something that Liverpool went through in all of the news articles. All of the media outlets came about. Are they going to stay? Was it going to work? Will they be distracted and fall off? Clearly, that none of that happened. And right after Liverpool wins the league, lifts the trophy, the following in that week, news comes out that Florian Wirtz wants to come to Liverpool. News comes out that Frimpong is heading to Liverpool. News comes out that Kirkes is linked to Liverpool and wants to come to Liverpool. So, yes, it is a story. Yes, it's something to talk about. Yes, it's probably a big deal because of who the player is and what he means to the club and how he went about leaving. But let's not be distracted and let's not forget, guys, that we have someone who is also a generational talent that is replacing Trent Alexander-Arnold in terms of what he does on the pitch. But I also want to leave this in mind. And you can think about it and let me know in the comments if you agree. And you can tell me of other scenarios of Liverpool. The last player that forced his way out of Liverpool did not end well with their career. And we know who that is. So, if you think doing it that way helps your career, go for it. But the last person who did that for Liverpool, we already know what had happened, and it's a where is he now? So, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment, please. It would help out the channel a lot. Love you guys. Until next time. Peace.